Hello, hello, hello. Hello,
Hey,
Lux. Lovely to
hello.
see you.
Good to be back. Good to be back. And we have Tina, we have Said. Said, thank you for joining us. Although Said sent all his answers in advance, so I don't know if you saw Said's post on LinkedIn, but he's actually given us his choices
Yeah,
right
already.
away. It's-
Sai is already saying hello from Germany. He's already responding before we could even pull up the map. So, on that note, why don't we start a magic map, right?
you
Just
should.
to,
But I just
yeah.
noticed one thing. I don't know if you noticed this before. Your T-shirt on the poster is reversed. So we have mirror image T-shirts. Have you noticed that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. So Said's notice over your T-shirt right now.
Ah, I see. I see. I see.
It's fun. It's all part of the fun. And I look like I'm a school teacher who's punishing someone for misbehaving or something. Someone like Dan who just joined us.
Okay.
Like don't ever do that again.
Okay, guys, put your answers in the chat. Where are you joining us from? Which part of the world are you watching from?
Dan, hello, namaskar in Pune. If you don't mind typing that once again, please. And yeah, we're streaming on to where is Dan joining us from? Dan's joining us from Kick and all those platforms. Kick, YouTube, LinkedIn Live, Twitch, Facebook Live. None of them allow for the ability to what you call it, speak over there. Yeah. And it's not showing up right now. I'm seeing the stuff in the chat.
Well, generally, Kick takes a while longer to pop up. Remember, once you check the latency, the previous live stream, it takes about like 20 to 30 seconds, if I'm not wrong.
But you have the Chrome extension running off this chat, right?
Yeah, of course.
And what does it say on the Chrome extension on your restream screen? Does it say it's reading the chat or?
Yeah, is now reading the live chat to visualize it as beautiful interactions.
But it's not visualizing it right now. Do you mind just restarting this? Let's just try it again.
Yeah, sure. No issues. Give me a second.
Even I thought Kick was faster than YouTube, Dan. Absolutely. So it is a bit faster usually, and we find that the gaming platforms are a little ahead of the curve as far as latency is concerned, or maybe they don't have as many checks and balances, and therefore anything goes. So Twitch, Kick tend to be a little faster, whereas YouTube is probably the slowest of the lot. Until 2 days ago, I was accusing Donkin of this being because his upload bandwidth is probably not as fast as what I have here in the States. And I was pleasantly surprised to find that he actually has the kind of upload bandwidth that we only dream about over here or pay a fortune for. So you had 100 Mbps upload, right?
Yeah, or I think so. It was around 114 or something around that number. It
Wow.
fluctuates, yeah, but it's pretty fast. Even I was shocked when I saw your upload speed. It's crazy.
pretty
What
cool,
number
yeah.
was it around? Like,
Yeah, yours is about 100 and mine was about 25 or something. Hey, you got a
exactly.
different presentation here. It's a green one. That's different.
Yeah,
right?
I pulled up a new theme actually. So I'm using the theme we're currently on for the presentation as well. So that'll
Oh,
just,
okay.
because the
Hey,
previous
folks, if you
one,
don't mind typing
yeah,
again in the chat,
yeah.
where are you joining
Again,
from? Help
live
us.
testing.
Yeah, this is we've been lying all this time. It's not really a trivia session. It's actually a testing session, but we figured people won't join if you call it a testing session. So if you don't mind typing in the chat on Kick or wherever, and Dan just said Pune.
So it should be popping up.
And that's an interesting location. Ha 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 ha. But
On YouTube, you can sacrifice. Hello from Shillong.
it doesn't seem like it's behaving too well over here today, right?
Yeah, is it because it could be an ad hoc? Okay, just do me a favor then, Lux. Could you type in a 1? So I don't know. Just for the first question, I don't want to spoil it. Could you just type in a 1 so I can check if it's picking up? Okay, give me a second.
Is it picking it up?
Well, it's not reflected yet, as of yet. Interesting. It hasn't reflected as of yet.
All right, folks. I think we have Murphy's Law at its best today.
Give me a second.
Let's try it again. Yeah. Yeah, I think they do that. Syed is saying they sacrifice quality for latencies. On YouTube, we can. I think we need to do it in our settings as well and not figure out how to do that. Probably should for the next one. Or we should get an expert like Syed to help us figure it out.
Honestly, that's a very smart idea. Not sure why this is the case. Okay, you know what, Lux? I think so. There could be a way around this. Do you think so? You could start it from your end. Maybe there's something.
Let's do
from
that.
my part.
Just disconnect at your end. I'll try and do it.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, folks, we're just live stress testing and
We're having
figuring
some
things
issues.
out.
Yeah.
Worst case, we're gonna move everything to YouTube and just run it off YouTube, maybe. All right, you disconnected?
Yeah, disconnected.
Okay, let me see what happens at my end. It seems to go directly into the presentation. I don't know why it.
As in what way?
It opens up the presentation directly without asking me to choose which one I want to run either.
Huh. Okay. I mean, I just thought about it, but the first time it did ask me for the presentation, but the second time it just went directly to it. Okay, give me a second. I'll be back. Could you just give me a second?
You sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger right now.
No, the thing is, I'm trying to just disconnect and reconnect. Could be cool. Give me a second.
That's thank you for your patience, everyone. We're trying to figure out why this is misbehaving over here. So, folks, as I confessed earlier, this is more of a testing session than a trivia session. If you can just type ones in the chat, I just want to see if this is working fine, if you don't mind. Give me some ones in the chat, please. All right, thank you, Tina. And let's see how this goes.
Okay, I'm back.
No luck here.
No luck. Okay.
Nope.
You disconnect and let me just try again.
You know what? I'm gonna. Do you want to just try running it on YouTube right now? Maybe.
Yeah, you sure? Okay, let me
Yeah,
just
let's do
try
it.
it one more time. Let me just try it one more time and just have a look. Yeah, it just pulls up the presentation immediately.
Right. Let's try it on YouTube, shall we?
Okay.
Let me run it on my end here.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what happens.
You know,
here
this
now.
is going to be a meme, honestly. I have to make a
It
meme
is?
about this.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, this is all for inspiration for you, basically. All right, let's see if this works at my end. I've connected it to our YouTube channel,
Mm-hmm.
and got this here. Is that my screen? It is, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. People on YouTube. Dan is on YouTube. Can you just type a 1 on the YouTube, please?
I'm typing in a 4. Is Streamlive just misbehaving today? What's happening?
I think it's just. I think it's upset that we didn't run a trivia thing last week.
Hmm.
Shrimalive likes consistency. See,
Okay.
Tina's asking which. Tina, we'll just move that to a back channel. So we'll move that to Slack, maybe. Thank you for the help. And just to let you know, it's marketing@streamalive.com.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we're going to give it a try for another couple of minutes. But otherwise, we got some really, really good, juicy questions over here. And we don't want to waste the questions. So,
We can speak.
yeah, I mean, we tested, but we also do the trivia thing. So, I'm torn between actually running the session and asking people for their answers and then just running it without Streamalive, or actually calling it a day, figuring out what's wrong, and then doing this again and not wasting these questions. I'm inclined towards the second. What do you think, Donkin?
Well, I agree with you, honestly. I do.
Yeah? These are good questions. I just
Yeah.
You've got a lot of good red herrings in all of these questions.
Yeah. I wanted to test Syed's capabilities because it seems that he's always been getting it right, and the options now are going to be a bit more confusing. I bet.
Yeah, and he has only a couple more weeks to be this, because I've told Syed he's going to be a quizmaster going forward once we iron out hiccups, and I'm glad Syed is not our quizmaster today as we ironing out these hiccups. So it would be Syed's first and last appearance.
Okay, in the meanwhile, give me a second.
Devashish, we're not going to spoil it for you right now, whether one is right. Thank you for joining us. But we are actually actively considering pushing this quiz to next week. And maybe we should do that and give people 20 minutes to half an hour of their lives back. What do you say, Donkin?
I'm fine with that as well, honestly. Yeah.
Okay.
But wait, Lux, just a question. So you're running the stream alive, right? Directly through the YouTube live
Correct.
stream. I see. Okay.
Yeah, I just connected to our YouTube channel, so it's only going to work off YouTube. So, sorry, it's not going to work on LinkedIn and others. It's only YouTube, but it's still having some hiccups there. So I think they're having something with the back end. We did push a new version of the app today. I'm just wondering if that broke something. So maybe it's a good time for us to jump back, check with our team on what's happening, and ensure it doesn't happen to anybody else. So, So let's call it a day, folks. We're going to be here, same bat channel, same bat time. But one thing we got to think about, Donkin, is whether we want to continue to distribute it across channels like we're doing right now. Maybe that's a conversation we have next week, or should we just double down and say, hey, we're going to do the whole thing on YouTube or something like that, right?
Well, that is interesting. I mean, we had that huge discussion about the latency issue as well, right?
Yeah, so maybe just double down on one platform which is faster, but we'll talk about that later. We don't done, so that's why we want to figure this. We see it on the chat, and we don't see it on Streamer Live right now, so which is kind of bothering us a bit. And you're going to go back and look at that. But like I said, we got amazing questions here. Donkin's put together a beautiful quiz for all of you. He's been particularly wicked this week, where a lot of the options are believable. And believe me, this is the easiest question in the lot. So there are a lot of other questions which have some pretty crazy, funky options that only someone with a twisted mind can think up of. And I wonder if you know anybody who fits that description. So let's save those amazing questions and the fun for next week. Thank you for joining us. Sorry about the glitches, but hey, that's kind of what we signed up for. And hopefully we'll figure it out very, very soon. So thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, let's wrap it. Yeah.
Cool.
Take care.
All right. Peace.
I've got to look less threatening, and you got to have a non-mirror t-shirt. Have a good rest of your day, folks.
Okay. See you.